Hello everyone. Today we will present you marketing campaigns for your company. So let's start by presenting which campaigns fall under the above the line category and under the below the line category. So here you can see the list of each action. And also you can see that it's gonna take like the whole campaigns. It's gonna take from May till October next year. Let's start with the first one and let's show you the examples. So firstly, you can see billboards. To expand Munch presents and promote food-saving habits across Greece and Croatia, because those are our markets. This integrated campaign leverages digital and also traditional and on-the-ground channels that will be held here. So here you can see the billboards. This campaign it's gonna take 6 months in total, so that's gonna be a long campaign. And it will look like this one presented here. And in Croatia, it's going to be in 7 cities in total. And in Greece, it's going to be in 5 cities in total. Of course, that's going to be a main visited cities. So you can see them here on the slide. The next one, activation, is going to be hot air balloons. So it will definitely catch people's attention. We'll go with colorful balloons, a branded whole air balloon. We also have as above, because it's going to be a visual magnet for the first, and the right opportunity for the customer, because of course visitors of these places, they will have a chance to just fly with the balloon. And it's going to be in Croatia 300 balloons, and in Greece 500 balloons. So for sure that marketing campaign is going to be a strong brand awareness event. And the next one, we can see the TV ad. That's going to be an emotional storytelling. It's going to be short. It's going to be about 30 seconds. And actually, it's going to be really useful to build the consumer awareness of the brand, but not only, also to align consumers, viewers actually of TV with Munch directly. So the commercial will show local families not only rescuing great food at a lower cost, but also playing part in protecting the planet. So now we can watch the ad.
You need Munch. Throwing away food? Not anymore. With Munch, surplus meals from local eateries become family feasts. Watch your kids unpack fresh goodies, see grandma smile, and save money too. Together we save food, save money, and save the planet. Munch, transforming meals and lives. Download today.
And we've got also the call to action at the very last seconds of the ad. The next one, we've got food trucks. So in these food trucks, we will prepare like the food from the ingredients, from the surplus ingredients. It's gonna be a collaboration with restaurants. It's gonna take 2 months in every weekend in July and August. And also in Croatia, there's gonna be in total 300 food trucks, and in Greece 500 food trucks. So that's gonna be a huge opportunity for people who will be spending their free times there, just to try the food directly from Munch. So we can show them that the ingredients, they are still eatable. They can cook from them. They can buy also like from restaurants. But they can buy also from shops, like the normal ingredients, and then prepare their foods. And the next one, that's gonna be posters. It's gonna be an outdoor marketing, and it will last from May till the end of September. So that's gonna be 5 months in total, and in Croatia we'll have 1,500 cafes and restaurants in total, and in Greece 3,000 cafes and restaurants.
Hi everyone. So the next few minutes I will walk you through 3 key pillars of our campaign for Munch, each designed to drive awareness, engagement, and actions while staying budget conscious and impact driven. Our first pillar focuses on above the line exposure using Google's display network. We're creating eye-catching banner using simple visual and compelling slogan like "Save money, fight food waste, enjoy great meal," or "Rescue surplus food at unbeatable price." These ads are designed to appear where our audience is most active, watching videos, browsing content, or reading blogs. The goal is clear: maximize reach, build brand awareness, and drive app downloads, especially among young, urban, and sustainability conscious users. However, next, we're gonna move into below the line tactics. We are going to start with email marketing. Through segmenting action-focused campaign, we will nurture relationship with users and partners. Our email will spotlight new restaurant partners, showcase sustainability wins like kilos of food saved, and push limited time munch box offer. The goal here is retention, reactivation, and community building. Email is our direct channel to turn app user into loyal munch supporter. Finally, our street level strategy, flyer distribution. We are going to targeting high footfall area like university campus, transport hubs, and food festivals. These flyers will introduce people to munch in a tactic face-to-face way. They will include bold messaging, a QR code for instant app download, and clear visual showing how the app works. This creates a human moment that cuts through digital noise and reach people where they live, study, and eat. To summarize these three strategies: online visibility through display ads, personalized email engagement, and physical outreach through flyers, come together to form a cost-effective, high-impact growth engine. With each channel reinforcing the other, we are not just promoting an app, we are building a movement to save food, save money, and support our community. Thank you.
To kick off our content strategy, it was essential to ground every creative and tactical decision in clear, measurable business goals, and that's why we based our entire approach on the SMART objectives you provided in the briefing. These objectives are specific, measurable, relevant, and time-bound, which gives our strategy a concrete direction and success criteria. By aligning each piece of content to a specific SMART goal, we ensured that our campaign isn't just creative, it also satisfies your needs. Every LinkedIn ad, infographic, and data-driven post plays a strategic role in driving real growth, real impact, and real awareness. In the following slides, we'll show you how this strategy comes to life through carefully selected channels, tailored messaging, and creative design to activate both business owners and the wider public. Let's start with the first objective you gave us in the briefing, and we chose to address this with owned media. And the first objective is expand the network of commercial partners and also increase the number of partner stores by 30% over the next 6 months. And we chose to address this objective with firstly email marketing. And why email marketing? Because it allows us to target potential partner stores in a direct, personal, and cost-effective way. Email is ideal for B2B outreach, especially when the goal is to expand our commercial network by 30% over 6 months. It gives us control over the message, enables easy tracking of engagement, and allows for follow-up actions like booking a call or requesting a demo, all essential for converting leads into partners. Why this ad? Because this particular email ad is designed to build trust and drive action. It leads with a strong benefit-driven headline, real growth, zero risks, and which immediately speaks to business owners' top priorities. The supporting statistics make the offer credible and appealing. 124 new customers in 1 month, up to 25% revenue growth, 60% less food waste, and a 95% satisfaction rate among existing partners. Visually, the design is clean and engaging. The image of a smiling business owner reinforces the idea that Munch is easy to use and delivers real results. Including a testimonial from a real partner adds authenticity and lowers perceived risk. Overall, this email is more than just a pitch. It's a compelling business case. It reassures potential partners that joining Munch isn't just about reducing food waste. It's about unlocking new revenue with zero risk. Okay, so let's take a little excursus into paid media, about which Sasha is going to talk about later in detail. But for this objective, we chose to do a little segment in paid media, which would be LinkedIn ads. We chose LinkedIn as the primary channel for this ad because it allows us to directly reach business owners and decision makers, the exact audience we want to engage. These are people who are actively looking for ways to grow their business, increase efficiency, and adopt more sustainable practices. LinkedIn is also a professional environment where data-driven content performs well, making it the ideal place to present Munch as a smart business solution, not just an app. Why this ad? This ad works so well on LinkedIn because it clearly communicates business value. It highlights real, quantifiable benefits: 124 new customers in just 30 days, a 25% increase in daily revenue, and a 60% reduction in food waste per store. These stats are compelling and speak directly to business goals like growth and efficiency. Finally, the CTA, Join a Movement, Download Munch, combines a clear next step with a sense of purpose. It frames Munch as more than a tool, it's a way to be a part of something bigger, which resonates especially well with value-driven businesses on LinkedIn. Okay, let's get back to owned media and continue with the second objective, which is reducing food waste by saving at least 6,000 tons of food by the end of 2025 and also doubling the current volumes of food saved. To support the objective of reducing food waste and saving at least 6,000 tons by the end of 2025, we're focusing on public education. And for that, social media is essential. We chose Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter because they allow us to reach a broad audience with high engagement potential, especially among digitally active users who care about sustainability. The channels we will use are Instagram, Facebook, and X. Why Instagram? Because Instagram is ideal for visual storytelling and infographics, helping us simplify complex data into digestible, shareable content. Why Facebook? Because Facebook reaches a slightly older demographic group and is great for sparking community conversations and encouraging shares. And lastly, why Twitter? Because Twitter allows us to tap into trending sustainability conversations and connect with NGOs, activists, and journalists. Why this post? Because this post is a data-driven explainer infographic, exactly the format we need for this channel strategy. It starts by highlighting the scale of the global problem with a bold, shocking stat. 1/3 of all food produced globally is wasted. This grabs attention and adds urgency. Then we show what Munch is doing to fight the problem. Over 250,000 meals saved, 60% waste reduction, and for business, 124 new customers and a 25% revenue increase. It clearly connects individual action, like downloading the app, to large-scale impact. The visual style is clean, colorful, and approachable, perfect for social sharing and easy to understand at a glance. The final CTA, be part of the change, download Munch, save food, save money, combines emotional and rational appeals, making it more persuasive. This ad doesn't just raise awareness, it drives behavioral change one scroll at a time. This was all for the owned media, and as already mentioned, Sasha is now going to speak about the paid media.
Going over to the objective 3 and 4, which is this time paid media and not owned media. So objective 3 would be to enter new markets which is in this case Croatia and Greece, by reaching 300,000 new combined users in these countries by December 2026. And we want to reach this goal by doing app demo videos to explain how the app works, testimonial tutorials of how Munch works in general, and using examples of real life content of Munch. Objective 4 would be adapt and localize the platform for each region in line with local, cultural, and regulatory requirements, with full implementation of the necessary adaptations within 6 months of entering each market. We want to reach that by doing hyper-local storytelling, influencer collaboration, and geo-targeted paid ads. And we've combined these two objectives and want to reach them together by doing influencer marketing. Both objectives can be achieved via influencer marketing, mainly on the social media channels Instagram and TikTok. So, going over to the local influencer marketing. So on the left we have for Croatia an example of an Instagram post of a Croatian influencer called Matea Freisberger. She is an eco-conscious and food-interested influencer, which makes her the perfect candidate for a collaboration with Munch to expand to Croatia and gain immediate popularity in this country. This ad could be a carousel ad which contain different pictures of her getting Munch from different restaurants, bakeries, etc., and unpacking it, or could be also a video where she unpacks a Munch package and talks about Munch and how the system works in general, as well as she would mention the local food waste of Croatia to remember to the public of how much food they throw away, and that is about to change with the implementation of Munch in Croatia. And at the end, she would add a quick call to action where she would mention to download the app and to save food. On the other hand, for Greece, we've decided to take Madam Ginger. She's a Greek influencer with a great interest in food, and that is why her main content is about food. She already did some collaborations with different food products, and that is why we believe that she would be the perfect fit for the Greek market as an influencer. And this ad could also be like a carousel ad or video ad, just like the one for Croatia. So in general, we did the same here. She would unpack it, and at the end, just a quick call to action, and exactly to download the app. Going over to the content calendar, we have a 5 months window, as it says in the briefing. Starting in May, we do the pre-launch pass where we do this quick teasers and why we are coming to Greece and Croatia. Then in June, the launch plus education. There we show our testimonial videos, how it works, and we start with the influencer marketing. Then in July, we have a community building. There we want our community to produce their own content and share their own Munch story. So we want to create a user-generated content contest where they can get some incredible prizes. Then in August, we have the deep engagement, where we want the partner features or like our influencer marketers to do a day in the life of Munch Foods, where they show what they eat in a day and what they get from Munch. And at the end, in September, we do a quick reflection results, where we do just data storytelling of how much kilograms were saved, how much meals were rescued, and so on. And now I'm giving back to Juan.
Yes, thank you, Sasha. Now we're gonna just quickly go over the key performance indicators we're gonna use to measure how successful our campaign is. For our own media, we're gonna be using the social media engagement, email open rate, app usage, and app usage retention. For paid media, it will be the app installs, the cost per install, the click-through rate, and the conversion rate. For content, it will be obviously the video completion rate, the average watch time, the UGC volume, and lastly for community, we will be using the engagement rate, hashtag used, and the partner signups. So this is the end of the content strategy, and now we will continue with the creative strategy.
I'm Alison. I'm going to define and develop the creative strategy for our Mensch campaign. A creative strategy is the plan that guides how we communicate a Mensch message to our target audience in a way that's clear, memorable, and motivating. It's about what we say, how we say it, and the feeling we create. Our main goal, to make Mensch known among young urban eco-conscious people, especially students and the young professionals, so they download the app, use it, enjoy our mission to fight food waste. About the target audience, we are speaking to people who care about the environment, love good food, and want to save the money. They want to make a difference, but they also want to convince a great deal. Our audience think, I want to help the planet, but also want to help well and not spend too much. But Mensch is the answer that can do all three at once. The key message, it's the one thing we want them to remember is, with Mensch you save the money, fight food waste, and enjoy delicious meat every day. We have three creative pillars. The first one is the emotional connection of food waste reductions. Every time you use Mensch, you are making a real difference. We will show story of the user and the local businesses who have benefits, making the invisible impact and visible. The second one is the allied saving quality. And the first one is build a sense of community. So what does the strategy work? It matches what our audience wants: affordable, quality food and way to make a difference. It uses storytelling and real people to build trust and engagements. Too easy to adapt for each country, while keeping a consistent message. And the last one is designed for social media, where our audience is most active with short, catchy, and sharing content. So our creative strategy is to make Mensch more than just an app, a movement you want to join. We inspire, we prove, and we invite everyone to take action together.
Welcome everyone, my name is Johanna Keresztény and I will be presenting the creative content of our Munch campaign. So our campaign name is the Second Chance campaign. This concept idea is to show the emotional or humorous life of food items that almost got wasted, almost got thrown out until Munch stepped in and saves them. So this would be about the point of view of the food. The food will have a face, a voice, characteristics, and it would show how they would be saved from being thrown out. The main slogan for the campaign is "Save a Meal, Change the World." This simple, universal idea communicates that every meal saved through Munch is contributing to the ripple effect of saving our planet and helping the earth, and how it supports local businesses and also benefits the user's wallet. It turns these everyday actions into a heroic community driven achievement. How the concept comes to life. It comes to life firstly with visuals and videos. It will feature everyday people like students, families, young professors picking up their lunch package, and there will be a live counter showing that how many meals are currently being saved. This would visualize the collective impact and also make every user feel that they are a part of something bigger. This would the real life people would be combined with the animated food figures that I talked about. There will be also interactions shown, so there will be interviews with the local businesses and them saying how Manoj helped them waste less and also benefit their profits. There would be a campaign hashtag on all of the social media platforms. It would be hashtag save a meal, and this would encourage the users sharing their experiences on social media. and it would create a viral and engaging movement. We would also launch a community challenge, which means that, for example, our challenge would be how many meals can we save during this summer. So it would be for a longer period, not just the daily life counter that I mentioned previously. And the all of the participants could track how the challenge is going on the application and have the real-time progress updates on the website. Of course, who would participate would have a discount on every meal, like 5% discount. We would also collaborate with local ambassadors. There would be eco-conscious influencers or local personalities that could spread the message and also align with the brand's value and align with the whole campaign's goal. In Hungary, the best option for this eco-conscious influencer would be Rimóci Zsófi. She's a girl that has been on social media for almost 10 years promoting the zero waste lifestyle and promoting how can we make every one of our actions be conscious to our environment and have the least impact on it. Of course, the proper tone and style is very important for the campaign. It should be warm and optimistic. So it would emphasize how we celebrate every small action and make everyone feel welcome in the movement. It should be simple and clear. So the message is clear to everyone in every age and with any background. The visuals and the style should be kind and with a personality. So we would use the vibrant color and the showcase the delicious food with the faces and emotions so that we can evoke the emotions and enhance the community moments. Here are our out-of-home advertisements. The first out-of-home advertisement would be a flash mob slash street theater. This would contain real life actors or actresses dressed in huge costumes of said food, like said pastry, sandwich, and they will just act on the street, basically begging to the people not to throw them out and saying things like, I'm still warm, or I deserve a second chance. And the whole scene would end with a munch hero coming in and saving all of them, and the actors would hand out coupons to the people who watched the show with a 10% discount of their first order that they can use in the application. The second advertisement would be an interactive 3D billboard, which could be displayed in a very high traffic urban areas, for example, on a skyscraper. The concept is that a giant croissant is hanging off the building, and there is a robotic arm trying to throw it into the bin. And then, just before throwing it, the Munch logo swoops in and saves the meal. The Billboard would also present this real life counter that I mentioned previously, which means that, for example, it will say you just saved 204 meals today. This would enhance the community engaging because if many people see, or especially in these high traffic areas, that other people have done so much today, then they are more likely and more willing to also participate in this community event and helping. So the third one will be projections on buildings. Uh, the concept of this advertisement is that the entire buildings will be lit up with projection of animations as an advertisement, and it would show food flying toward a trash can, and then a huge munch logo catches all of the food. The main location for this projection would be historical buildings or very touristic buildings. So many people can see it. And it would probably launch during the Earth Day or during the food waste awareness week, because during this time the people are already more focused on these topics, and they can like be motivated more easily because they want to help during these days especially, and it would have a much bigger impact than just displaying it on a random Tuesday night. So this would be the target. All of these advertisements would contain a smart addition to them. So for example, how I mentioned the QR codes, for the flash mob, the QR codes would be displayed on the actor's costume, because most of the people would want to take a photo with the funny and the good-looking costumes of the foods. And when they take out their cameras to take a picture, the link of the QR code would also pop up, because it by the camera it would be scanned, and they could just access the downloading link of the app very easily. So we would just kind of guerrilla it into their phones, and the billboards and the projections would just simply contain the QR code next to the Mantra application, so that everyone can just scan it and also access it easily. What I mentioned also previously are the live counters. It helps with the community engaging, because if people see that many people have done it before, they want to participate in as well. So it's a motivator factor, and also gives a real life feedback of how the application is doing. And the visuals and characteristics will be very important in all of the advertisement. It has to be very vibrant and very extra, so everyone wants to take a video or a photo of it and upload it on social media, because this way we can increase our earned media as well. In the next slide, we prepared some examples for the social media advertisement.
I'm sure you've heard the news. One little croissant,
Okay, the first one,
facing its biggest
would be
day
a
ever.
video.
Baked at dawn,
This
I
could be
waited
displayed
and waited.
on,
I thought I'd be tossed.
YouTube,
Dramatic gasp.
TikTok, Instagram.
But then
it's a very short
she
video,
picked me.
10,
One
15
bite,
seconds
and my flaky
maximum.
dreams came true.
So
Merci much.
it could be played more
I'm sure
easily.
you've heard the news.
And
One
the
little croissant,
post on social
facing its
media
biggest
would
day
contain
ever.
these
Baked at
animated
dawn, I waited
figures of
and waited.
food,
I thought I'd be
usually
tossed.
combined with
Dramatic
real-life
gasp.
people,
But then
sometimes just,
she picked me.
showing the emotions
One
of the
bite,
food.
and my flaky dreams came true.
And, of
Merci
course, the
much.
food would obtain an
I'm sure you've heard the news.
with the
One
face
little croissant,
features and the voice.
facing its biggest day ever.
So the
Baked
first
at dawn, I
advertisement
waited
that we
and waited.
created is,
I thought I'd be
called
tossed.
the croissant
Dramatic
that
gasp.
almost never was.
But then
This is
she
a point
picked
of
me.
view of a
One
croissant
bite,
narrative
and my flaky dreams
display,
came true.
and,
Merci
it
much.
ends with a happy customer.
I'm sure you've heard the news.
picking it up.
One little
And now
croissant,
I will
facing its
show,
biggest day ever. Baked
the
at dawn, I
advertisement.
waited and waited. I thought I'd be tossed. Dramatic gasp. But then she picked me. One bite. I'm sure you've heard the news. One little croissant, facing its biggest day ever. Baked at dawn, I waited and waited. I thought I'd be tossed. Dramatic gasp. But then she picked me. One bite, and my flaky dreams came true. Merci much. I'm sure you've heard the
So
news.
this was the video.
One little
and the
croissant,
second example
facing its biggest
is
day ever.
a
Baked at
post
dawn,
in
I
the
waited
format of a
and
picture.
waited. I thought I'd be
The story
tossed.
behind
Dramatic
this,
gasp.
post is a
But then
busy mother
she
that
picked
has,
me.
children
One
and
bite,
got
and my flaky
home
dreams
from
came
late-
true. Merci
got
much.
home from work
I'm sure
very
you've heard the
late,
news.
and,
One little
she
croissant,
don't have time to
facing its
prepare
biggest day ever.
the dinner by
Baked
the
at dawn,
time
I
the
waited
kids arrive
and
at
waited.
home. So she
I
goes
thought I'd be
up and
tossed.
lunch and
Dramatic
just,
gasp.
make an order
But then
in 20 seconds
she picked me.
and can
One
buy
bite,
a large
and my
amount
flaky
of,
dreams came true. Merci
lasagna
much.
for the whole family.
I'm sure you've heard
and
the
she
news.
even saved money
One little
and
croissant,
time, and
facing its
everyone
biggest
is
day
happy.
ever.
The
Baked at dawn,
slogan
I
of this
waited
advertisement
and
will
waited.
be,
I
"Last
thought I'd
night's
be tossed.
lasagna,
Dramatic
tonight's
gasp.
present."
But then she picked.
And for the last slide, why our campaign would work. Firstly, the most important that it will evoke the emotions. People will be emotionally engaged with them because of the way the food is going to be animated and how it projects their emotions, and they are starting to feel empathy towards them, and towards the brand they start to feel the sympathy. So the whole point of adding the personality to the food is to create the empathy and to make the customers feel something about all of the advertisements. It will be also successful because it shows the easiness of the process and how it can help out busy people, or how it can help out young people who have less money and still want to eat good food. And also, as we mentioned, in every advertisement, every out of home advertisement, they have an easy access to joining this whole process and to downloading the application. And lastly, it creates a clear call to action, because it, as the slogan says for the campaign, save a meal, change the world. So if you download the app and buy a meal, you contribute to the humanity saving the planet and saving our home. So it would create a very, very strong motivation to act. And this will be it. Thank you for your attention.
Hello and welcome to the media plan for Munch expansion campaign in Croatia and Greece, running from May to October of 2026. The goal is absolutely clear: make Munch impossible to be ignored. Our main objective is to boost awareness, drive up downloads, and build engagement into two new key markets, Croatia and Greece, as mentioned before. Everything in this media plan is designed well to support that mission. Well, first of all, the TV commercials will run 30 seconds emotional storytelling ads on national TV channels in both countries. These spots will air during prime time, showing real people rescuing food and making an impact, building trust, and creating emotional connection with Munch. Regarding digital and display ads through YouTube and Google Display Network will target young, urban, eco-conscious user with strong visuals and clear call to action. Our goal is to achieve a cost per install under 1.5 euros and high engagement throughout the campaign. Also regarding the outdoor advertising, we'll do billboards, 3D installations, and animated projections in high traffic locations. Each one will include scannable QR codes and real-time meal saving counters, reinforcing visibility and driving immediate action. Regarding the experiential marketing, we're creating moments where people will talk about like the horror balloon rides in exchange for app downloads, the food truck sampling at festival, and street theater with rescued food. Characters will deliver impact, interaction, and virality. And finally, we'll also do like the last would be the email and LinkedIn, which is more aimed for the B2B. And the idea is to attract more food businesses, and we'll use targeted email and LinkedIn campaigns. This will feature real success stories and data with the goal of increasing our commercial partners by at least 30%. And while this here we have by the end the key performance indicator summary. Every tactic, as you can see, is measurable from downloads and engagement to impressions and partner leads. We have defined well these clear key performance indicators to track our impact and optimize performance at every stage.